Hello. Good morning. Okay, so I have hold on. Daughter was texting me and the window was popped up. All right, anyway, so I have shown that this is done. I did 4 layers. I am not too keen on it, but I like it. I like this part better than I like these circle things. I don't know. But it's all right. Now, I want to almost make a second one because I had an idea. Okay, so I would have this base probably about the same diameter as I did on this one. This didn't take very long at all to build. This just this circle diameter here, the bottom, the base, didn't take very long. I would say not long at all to build. Anyway, okay, so what I was thinking of doing for the sides this time around was doing a basket weave style for the sides. I thought maybe that would be interesting too. I like leaving them, these plain colors, just because I think they look better. I think they look nicer like this. That way, you can tell it's meant to be a recycled, product. But feel free, if you make one of these, or, this is nowhere near a new idea. This, I watched a video, I would say at least probably 10 years ago. I would say it was like early on in YouTube history. I had watched these wonderful Mexican women. They were making these out of newspapers and all sorts of things. It was like what it reminded me of watching the video was my mom and I would go over to this lady's home. It was a Native American woman, an Indian woman, and she would have all of her Native American friends around, and of course me and my mom would go, and we would all sew bits and pieces together to make quilts. And the end product was always very beautiful. I was never very good at sewing, so I think they gave me the cutting of, cloth job, although I wasn't very good at cutting either. But, after a while they realized, okay, let's just not give her, I did like the burning of the incense, sage and stuff, the sage bundle. That was my job. But anyway, that's kind of what it reminded me of, watching that video of these wonderful Mexican ladies. I couldn't understand it because the video was in Spanish, and I don't speak Spanish. And they were, doing, big round discs like this. They were doing little ones. They were doing weaved things. And I was like, that just reminded me so much of, my late teenage years doing that stuff with my mom. Although, now that I think about it, it would have been nice if my mom had stuck with some people like that. Maybe it would have kept her sober. I don't know. Things, I can't just dwell on things like that forever. It didn't happen. Maybe if this was a different lifetime or an alternate universe, maybe my mom would still be with me today. But, maybe that way I could get to know her. And but it didn't happen that way. So, but anyway, back to my thing. So I think I want to make 2 of these. This did take me a very long time to do, and I'm very happy with it. It's not very level. It's not overly level, even on the top, but I didn't expect it to. So I think I'm going to try. I don't know if I'll do it today. I might not. I have things to do today. I've got some laundry I need to work on. I do like how hard this is. I'm a little bit annoyed that this is just Mod Podge hard. So this isn't waterproof or anything, or, it's not, and then a hot glue to glue all these pieces on. So, if you put it out in the sun, I'm not sure, does hot glue melt over time and lose its stability? I I've never used hot glue in this fashion before. I've only ever used it in, little projects. So I've never used it in a project this big. So I know it doesn't survive when you put things that have hot glue. Like when my daughter had lice like 5 years ago from elementary, she had some pretty barrettes that had pieces that were glued with hot glue, like somebody had made a bunch of them and, whatever. And those pieces all fell off because I had to, I had to boil her barrettes and things. I could have, in hindsight, I probably could have just dunked them in a rubbing alcohol or something. But I didn't want a chance because they can live being dunked in water and stuff. So, I used the boiling water method. It wasn't winter. Well, it was winter. Guess I could have dumped everything in a plastic bag and threw it out on my deck and let it freeze. But anyway, I know that, hot glue stops working well under hot temperature, but I have no idea if it's, to the extreme of boiling water or, if, if she set this like out on her counter and it hits the sunlight occasionally, I'd assume it's going to be okay. But anyway, I want to make another one, and this time with a weaving basket style. So I'll have, the stick parts, and then you have your weaving, your weaving tube. So it'll be one long tube like this that I'll just continuously go around. I don't know if I should, I have to look up on how to weave a proper basket. I don't know, do you just keep going around in a circle? Or do you like go around until you get to your starting point and then go the other way and then like this? Or do you just keep going in a spiral up? I have no idea. Of course, me being, the person I am, I'm going to glue every so often just so it stays where I wanted it to. I know that's generally not how you do a basket weave because you don't usually glue anything, but this isn't wicker. This is paper, and paper does move. It can bend. It will. It's, it's not going to just stay, or straw or whatever they use to make baskets. I don't know yet, but I will definitely do a video on that project when I do work on it. So, but I do need to work on my crafting, beading thing that I had all my beading stuff on the table here. And right now I have it all in my room, just on the floor. I have it all in a box and it's in my room. And I would like to bring it back out here, but my family has requested that I do not use up my table space to do any beadwork. So I'm going to set up one of those, those little cubicle things that you can buy at like Target. They're made from MDF board, and they're usually painted white, black, brown, or whatever. They're little cubes that you can put together and make a 3x3 or a 2x6 cubes. I might do one of those and set it where I have my kind of like, I have this box that I put the kids' important papers in, like my kids' school stuff. And ooh, what is that? I think it's glue. I'll have to take some scissors and cut it. See, it's a little piece here, little glue tail. Never mind. Ripped off pretty easy. See? All right, anyway, I'm going to, I've got projects that I need to work on. So instead of just hearing me ramble on forever, I'm just going to call this one a morning chat as well. And like I said, I will make video when I can of things when I can. Okay, all right, bye.